Hey everybody! Welcome to episode 62, the topic of topics on the Seller Club podcast. Before we get into it, let's drop that beat. Let me ask you guys something.
Mm-hmm.
How do you choose a topic for a podcast episode?
We have to go by experience or what things are going on currently.
Okay.
What things are going on currently, or you open your mind to things that you've never thought about yet.
Boom. Okay, those are great answers. I'm pulling an old Hustler Hacks trick and putting you guys on the spot. And I actually do have a topic in my back pocket for today. But first of all, how are you guys? How you doing? Who are you? What are you?
I'm gonna give way to Glenn first.
I'm gonna give it to
Ken's
Ken
still
because
finding
he's
himself.
been sourcing like an animal, and
True words.
yeah, and so I can tell by looking on his face he's not done yet. So he's he's tired. He's a little beat, but he has a lot of work to do. But he's getting there.
Yeah. Things are getting done. That is for sure. You know what else is surprising? Because we've been just sourcing and just focused on the business and, quote unquote, busy building. One of the positive effects about it is I'm dropping pounds. I've lost more weight doing the hustle bee thing. Unfortunately, more than my workout last year. So it's either I'm losing my muscle or I'm just...
Yeah, I was going to say, are you losing muscle mass or are you really just sourcing like an animal?
Yeah, that too. I do. I have all my jeans and pants now. I have to wear belts. So it's inches, not just, scale pounds. So that is a good thing. And just recently, I guess, I want to brag about it. I'm a proud owner of a minivan again.
Wow. Repeat owner.
Yeah. So
congratulations.
History repeats itself.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Glenn?
I like the minivan.
He's jealous.
Glenn knew me. You should get a minivan, Glenn. Wifey don't want a minivan?
I guess we could, but I don't know. We did get that SUV. It's been working fine. Minivan, man. I don't know if I guess do so many miles in driving like you do. I mean, how many miles have you put on that minivan since getting it already?
All right, I have to say I'm kind of hurt, but I've already put 2,000 miles.
Oh man, that is crazy. Even my SUV only has like 8,000 miles. That's already over a year old. Like I haven't even put that much on it at all.
Because you're not crisscrossing the country souring like an animal.
Yeah. And in the cold, I might add.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, it has been
well, the crazy part is, because I've been in Anna's turf too. Her area is way warmer than Cincinnati.
Right now, I mean, it was -20.
Well, it was still worse. Like today was the first time we've hit above freezing. It's finally 35 today.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
And the crazy
really
part
cold.
is I've had to shovel every time because I don't want to make my my driveway slick because we're going in and out. I don't want the mailman to slip and the Amazon. Next thing you know, I have a problem with my hands. Right?
You're so considerate.
Oh yeah, I would say. And then Anna's saying that because her driveway is just
Trash.
ice right
it's
now.
Trash. Well, here's why. My driveway is rocks.
That's
It's
true.
like
that's true.
it's really hard to shovel rocks.
Yeah, it's gravel.
on the
It's
driveway.
gravel. You can't.
It's
yeah.
like not the same as having like a concrete
That's
driveway. So,
But you won't.
learned
You
that
it
the
won't.
hard
It
way.
won't get that slick like the ice on cement
yeah.
because you got
Kinda.
some grip, I guess.
Well, unless it's really thick, which it has been. Like the ice on the
Oh.
top is still super. But anyways, it's fine. Here nor there. Well, that's how you guys have been doing. It has been a very busy first month here of the,
I know.
of the year.
Would you guys agree that this has been the busiest first January in like our businesses?
For
what
me,
do you
yeah.
think, Glenn? Anna, yes, right? For you?
Mm-hmm.
What about you,
Tell
Glenn?
us why. Tell us why and how.
Tell us why,
And,
Anna. Why?
Yeah.
Because I've been sourcing like a junior animal. So I like never really jumped on a lot of retail arb kind of opportunities this time of year before. Not like to the level that I am now. And I've just been doing a major like inventory overhaul. So like the amount of hours I've been putting into my business, and I still been shipping stuff too.
Right,
like
right.
that's sales have been decent this month for sure, but I've just been putting in lots of hours. And usually January is kind of a downtime for, most activities. So it's really interesting. It's kind of fun though. Like it's kind of energizing. It's exhausting at the same time, but I'm trying to look at it like I'm setting myself up to work, part-time hours most of the weeks of the rest of the year after this. So I'm willing to work really hard right now and kind of try to test that model, right? For
Right.
like how to balance my work through the year.
I don't like the word balance, but rhythmically work.
Okay.
I don't like that
You're
word.
splitting hairs, but okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you,
ChatGPT, what's another word for balance?
Not balance to make it equal. That's the point. It's like I'm front loading it now.
Okay.
In order to balance out the front loading later with less work.
To compensate, it's not balance.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel
What about
like
you,
last
Glenn?
year was way busier than this year. I mean, I'm trying to get everything set on all, I don't know, within like inventory and selling and everything. But it seems like this January's been slower for people to bounce back from Christmas.
From
It feels
paying
like
for Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, like it feels like that. Not just on like eBay, whatnot as well. Even going to the gym has been like kind of empty. Like usually you'll get like
It's the
first-
resolution people are
Yeah.
still there. Yeah.
So they
And-
fell out already? Or they
yeah,
never,
I haven't seen. I don't think
never
they ever
created
showed
one?
up. Yeah, I don't
They were like, you know what? Lost cause.
yeah,
not.
we're still trying
Yeah.
to bounce back. Like, what's the point? And so
Finally,
I feel
those
like,
people that keep bashing them for starting New Year's resolution finally just won. They won.
Yeah,
It's like, oh,
exactly.
You guys win. You guys are right.
maybe it's because of like other outside factors, like new president, and people were freaking out about TikTok, which is out of control.
Yeah, that was
about
wild.
that, like they were losing it, and
People were losing it.
there's just so many outside factors now that I think people are focusing on. But it's a weird time right now.
Or more like people are distracted.
Yeah, a little bit more by than maybe their own personal goals at the moment. I don't know.
That is true. But it's been good. I would say, I mean, last year I was, under palm trees and drinking fresh coconut, sand on my feet. And then now I got salt on my
Shoveling
feet.
snow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
snow. I have to rock out some Gore-Tex, boots to just keep my feet warm.
Dry.
Yeah, and like I think a lot of it's just like being inside a car. It's like how like it fogs up, and then you cannot find that perfect, temperature. You like turn up the heat, and if you turn the heat too low,
Yes.
then it just your windows and glass just fogs up.
Yeah.
But it's been a lot of since I'm driving a lot, so there's a lot of thinking. There's a lot of podcasts. There's a lot of pondering. So I would say I've been more dialed in and been more, I guess, open to new things. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about our topic today, which we don't know.
We have
I mean,
no
we
clue
don't know.
what it is.
Penn's
so now
excited
we're
about
on
the,
the spot.
unknown.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to take you guys back to a little thing called the 12 Days of Giveaways, which we did in December, okay? So one of our giveaways, I think it was day 10 or 11, as part of entering the giveaway, people had to recommend a topic for us to discuss on the podcast and or a recommendation for who they think should sponsor the show, which was hilarious.
Okay.
We'll save the sponsors for another day. We have to make some inquiries about that. But some of them were super funny. Some of them were like, okay, yeah, I could see that. It makes sense. And some of them were like not logical at all. But it was still great entertainment. But basically, I went through the hundreds of entries that we got for that giveaway. And I pulled out some of the suggestions for topics because, running this podcast is really fun. It's one of the ancillary reseller activities that we do together. And so this is a little bit of how the sausage is made. We've never done this before. We've never like kind of crowdsourced ideas for topics, but we have conversations with other sellers all the time, right? And we discuss things off the air all the time that could be good topics. But basically for this episode, we're going to sort of have a little bit of this crowd participation element. And I'm going to tell you guys a topic, and you're going to basically give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. And then if you choose to explain your thumbs up or thumbs down, or you have a strong reason or an idea about it, you're welcome to share that. But I'm not going to tell you if I have a thumbs up or thumbs down, because we have to preserve some element of surprise. And some of these are going to make it into our actual schedule for the year of things to talk about.
I like that.
So if it's like a no-brainer, like it might be easy to guess, but there might be some that maybe we will talk about them in an episode and maybe not. So I don't want to give that away. So I just want to, you guys haven't seen any of these. You haven't seen this list at all. So I'm just going to like rapid fire tell you topics, and I want your thumbs up or thumbs down. And if you want to talk about why or why not, you can, but you don't have to. We'll never get through them all if you do that for all of them, just so you know. There's a lot. So choose wisely. Okay. So does that sound like a fun little sausage making experiment?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Glenn's like, I'm vegan, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Poor
vegan sausage?
Poor animal.
It's 100%
Okay, go ahead.
vegan sausage. Okay, so here is the first topic. How we approach our storefront on eBay. Like, do we specialize categories? Do we change out our featured items? Do we use newsletters? And overall, the storefront as a traffic driver for our store. Should that make the list?
I would say 1 thumbs up. I'm going to have 2 thumbs.
Oh,
And
so
so-
now we're working with 6 thumbs? Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. I'll give
Okay.
1 thumb for that one.
Okay.
Thumb up.
Ken?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up? Okay, thumbs
Both?
up.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up.
Oh,
Okay,
dang.
cool.
Okay.
Well, in that case, let's move on, because we'll have a lot more to discuss about that in the future. Maybe.
Okay.
Wait, so we don't know Anna's response?
We don't
At
know.
all.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm just saying, 2 out of 3, there's a pretty good chance we'll probably talk about it.
Oh, she's
So-
a tiebreaker, basically.
Yeah, I am the tiebreaker.
Oh,
So,
okay.
or the hostage if it's a topic I don't want to talk about and you guys both want to talk about it. So, it really works both ways. Okay, the next topic, organizing our workspace, or shipping area, or shipping supplies.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, I would say, oh man, I'm looking at my area right now, and it's kind of.
He needs help.
Glenn's like, on what basis can I make recommendations about this?
I'm like, shipping station. Where do I move this bin? Yeah, I would say that's a good topic. I would say thumbs up on that.
Okay, cool. Okay, how about this one? I feel like we'll have some takes on this one. 2025 trends for hot items or bolos.
Thumbs down.
Oh, Kenny, come on. You know you got to give these bolos out. There's people that can't source unless you tell them what to source for. Come on.
They can. I always say when somebody says like, "Hey, can you help me?" It's like, open YouTube, search Hustler Hacks. That's what I always say.
I've literally heard you say that to people.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
That's
funny.
all the time, and then I don't even talk about like what I do. I just say like, "You watch YouTube?" Yeah, Google has search Hustler Hacks, and he'll tell you what to do. I learned from him. That's what I always say.
I mean, at this point, you can sell anything you want to sell. I'm not saying you're going to be profitable or not. I mean, I
Right.
don't know what your
Good
cost
caveat.
of goods
Good
are.
caveat. 'Cause I was
That's
gonna
that's
say,
a good point.
yeah.
It's like, be on the lookout for this, but why? Why should you?
Would
Yeah.
you be on the lookout for Pokemon cards at Costco? Have you seen all those posts?
No, I have not.
Oh, no? Oh, okay, well, some
Is it-
Pokemon...
Oh, I've seen those.
Yeah.
People went crazy. It was like Black
Yeah.
Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently, was it only was it only Costco exclusive or something?
Yeah, it was like
I
exclusive.
gotta
I think
ask
like a
Asiato
box
about
set thing.
this.
Yeah,
Aaron,
they
if
were
you're
just
listening,
like...
tell us what's going on with this.
I think some stores had rules, other ones didn't.
Yeah, like it
And,
was like they couldn't touch until they open it, and I saw
Yeah.
a video, right? You see that guy, and then as soon as he opened the kind of the Gaylord or like the pallet, like
Yeah.
everybody just started grabbing, right? And then the people like fell, and it was so savage. The dude
Sounds
fell.
dramatic.
The dude fell, and guys were picking off of his off of his pile, and I was like, poor guy. And then there's some. I was like, this, like, cause dudes were like grabbing 5 or 6 or like a stack, and then this guy was actually handing it out to people in the back, and then just got one. So I was like, oh, that's a collector right there.
Yeah.
And then you could just tell the resellers, they were just up front. And then they just had carts, and they were just using the carts to block people, and they would just dump in their carts. It was wild.
That does sound wild.
It's like Black Friday on, it's like a Black Friday on January.
I kind of feel like, how did I not hear about this? But then again, I've been a little busy. So.
Yeah. It'll pop up on your feed. I've seen it. It's just popped up on my feed too.
Wow. Okay,
Do you think this gives resellers a bad name?
100%.
Makes resellers look bad.
I mean,
100%.
I mean, most resellers look bad already, so.
I think it's funny because like a lot of the comments were like, "These people look like exactly what I would think they would look like."
Ouchie.
So that's what the resellers look
Okay,
like.
noted. That's really funny. I
but
don't know
no,
what
no.
we're supposed to look like, but
Yeah.
okay.
No
So
bolo talk. No
yeah,
bolos.
thumb.
Oh,
check on
no.
the
Oh,
bolos.
Glenn said no.
Glenn said thumbs down.
Yeah. No.
What do you
no
say,
bolos.
Ken?
No. No.
Both thumbs down.
No. Yeah, too easy. Come on now. It's
Okay.
4:35.
What about trends? Hot trends.
No, there's no trends.
What about talking about why you don't want to talk about it?
Yes, let's do that. Right, Glenn?
Yeah, we could do that. Why I don't want to.
Why it's not useful for your growth.
Because like, well, we have talked about this briefly on the show before, but like,
Yeah.
there is a world in which like, if you're just getting into this world and you don't know, like you don't know what you don't know, right? So if you're just learning like brand names and stuff you wouldn't recognize.
Or yeah,
Like,
because I have
at the
I have
surface level, that's helpful because you go, oh, I've heard of that before. Maybe
I have
I'll
a
look it up.
subtopic already.
Okay.
Instead of trends,
Okay, what's that?
expensive things that you like or wish to buy.
Okay.
Right? Okay. All right.
All
I
right.
think everybody has that. Glenn, what about you? Let me ask you this real quick. What's that one thing that you keep buying but it's expensive, and if you found it cheaper, you would buy a bunch? For you,
man.
like personal, not trying to resell. Like if
Oh,
you're just a regular
personal.
consumer.
I know the answer.
Oh, cat food, 100%.
Ah.
That's a good one.
Oh, that is a good one.
That is a good one. It's expensive.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
sounds
it
like
Especially
you're
the
an Amazon
prescription.
reseller. Ooh.
is. Ooh, no.
Ooh.
Cat food,
Perishable seller.
diapers, toilet paper. They're all just
Diapers.
adding up at this point.
That's essential.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cross that line.
Yeah, they're all just adding up and just causing mayhem at this point. So
Okay.
replenishables that
Right. Consumables.
Yeah, I've JC did like the couponing one time, and we ended up having like 20 like Tide detergent jugs. And
dang, that's cool.
Why am I not surprised that you guys were into couponing? We need to talk about that on
I
our
really
episode.
wanted to try it, but
yeah, you have
seemed
to
like
have
there's
like
a lot
a
going
really,
on.
you have to have a good like page to follow that's like not trying to sell you course, like that's just kind of like
That's
the
just bolos.
yeah, like the
trying to
hustler
sell the
hacks with
bolos.
couponing. That was so cool. It was so cool because it was like buy one get the next one for $1, and I kid you not, we didn't. I could like now I'm surprised that we're buying. You know what I'm saying? Because for the longest time we've had so many, and it didn't add as a cost, and then now it's like $20. Like
Yeah.
it's like
Every time.
right?
Yeah.
I was like, so it's like now it's painful. So probably that would be a good that would be a good something to learn. Like shampoo, basically
Toothpaste
essentials,
for
right?
sure. I mean, that's an
Toothpaste, yeah.
easy.
It's a lot of like hygiene and like
Yeah.
cleaning stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
even like cleaning stuff. Like JC bought like those Dawn Power or something like that, and she bought a bunch. And then now every time we have to buy, it's like it's painful.
Yeah.
You know, so you
Because
just
you're used
wanna,
to getting it for like a cent.
yeah, or like you just buy in bulk and then you pay, you know, $100 and it'll last you like a year and you don't feel it.
Right. You don't.
That's
Well,
good.
see, that's what Costco's all about, Ken. Just buy it like
I'm
once
not
a year.
there yet. I don't know why. I'm anti bulk buying in grocery
Unless
and
it's
essential.
sneakers.
That is true. That is true. I don't know why. I feel like it's like such a big. Well, I guess this is my mentality. It's like if I'm buying $500 worth of stuff that will last me 6 months, what if I buy a sneaker tomorrow and I could flip it more over and over again?
Yeah.
Because these aren't assets; they're just
No.
like,
They're just
Yeah.
consumable. Right.
Yeah,
so you're
just
you're tying up a lot of your cash in consumable.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
today's cash.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I
this
could
has
just-
taken us far from the actual topic, but that's okay. It's an interesting
Okay.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that. Okay,
Should
go
we
ahead.
keep going?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Okay. Next one, sourcing in small towns.
I'm pretty sure me and Ken have some sort of stories in sourcing some small towns.
It's like
End up in the middle of nowhere trying to find something. I'm trying to remember where we've gone.
That is the thesis of my business right now. I live in a small town.
Ken's thinking
There's-
about it.
I'm thinking there might be a lot more downside than upside. So I would like to discuss it. That's
Thumbs
a thumbs
up?
up. That's a
Okay.
thumbs up.
Is that
Yeah,
2
I'm-
thumbs up?
That's 2 thumbs up.
4 thumbs up?
Four,
Yeah,
four,
yeah,
four.
Yeah, four.
3 thumbs up? Okay.
Because we have to think too, like, you know, I think it's smart to live in rural places because it's cheaper,
right,
it's more
cost
peaceful,
of living,
traffic is less. I think it's
competition
just
is less.
I would say I think just the peace of like slower life. I like that. So I think it would be a good discussion if we ever had to move and it's a small town. It's not like I can't drive 20 minutes more to get to a bigger city or something.
Civilization. Yeah,
Like that. Yeah,
it's true.
I agree. Okay,
Well, that was pretty tidy. Okay, so the next one is how to decide whether to start lowering prices when items aren't selling versus holding at your price point and hoping for the sale later on.
Oh,
All the
sounds like-
decision making
I feel like
around that.
I feel like I know who commented it. It's like Anastatica
Shut up.
Mussolini.
It was actually just me.
When do we let go of items?
Well, guess what? I don't even want to talk about that. So,
Well,
do you?
thumbs up then. 2 thumbs up.
Ken does. You
thumbs
guys
up.
are gonna hold me hostage. Okay, great. Glenn, are you in for that one?
Yeah, I'm in for that one.
Okay, great. Figured. Okay, so my plan actually worked all along. Ha ha ha. Just kidding. So next one is diversifying and adapting your business to an ever-changing market.
I feel like that's a competitive advantage if we talk about it. We should just keep everybody where they're at.
Well, I was gonna say that's actually a good topic too. Like, how do you freely share without like ruining your competitive edge, right? That's more of a question for the content creators than the actual
Yeah,
sellers,
the
right?
YouTubers that ruin
Yeah.
the market, you know?
True.
I would say thumbs up on that one because I would like to grill some content creators on this one.
Yeah, we'll do thumbs up.
Yeah, because Glenn knows all the Reddit posts and all the trash
The
stuff
YouTube
in that.
comments. And,
Right. Glenn is like well versed in all of that content.
Yeah.
Okay, well the next one, I will tell you my thumb on this one actually. The only exception. So this one was financial literacy, stocks, REITs, crypto, etc. And I'm gonna thumbs down this topic for us because we are not experts in any of those areas. But I will say what could be interesting is I actually am really interested in all of those things, and I listen to a lot of personal finance and investing podcasts, and I would be happy to share the shows that I like to listen to that I feel like are credible. So I feel like in general that could actually be a good kind of parallel or like kind of a lateral move to a topic where we might recommend other types of or media that we consume that's about other topics other than reselling that interest us or that we find to be like really helpful that we never talk about because we always talk about reselling. So we could have like a recommendations corner.
I
on
would
this
say
show.
I would say 4 thumbs down, including my including my toes, because my reasoning is, unless you're doing 8 figures,
Yeah.
don't diversify to like, oh, I'm gonna put this there because it's gonna make 12% a year, because I'd rather be the specialist in my industry than the a generalist. And
Yeah.
and
So you're
everybody say
just-
like, oh, people have like real estate, yeah, like because they could afford to drop $400,000-$500,000 on the real estate. But like just my personal belief is that going across different industry and just leveraging off debt and cash flow and doing that just puts you in so much more higher risk than actually doubling down on what you're doing already.
Especially if you don't know what you're doing, which
Yeah.
is our position on all of this, except for maybe Glenn, because he paid off his house this year. So, I'm sorry, last year. That was
Yeah,
last
yeah.
year. But, like, can we all
So
agree
that's
that
fine.
we are not finance experts to,
Um,
do a podcast about it?
yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, no, Glenn, what's your take on that?
I mean, anything to do with like stocks, crypto.
Oh,
I don't
me and
know
Glenn almost
anything
got
about
rich. Remember that time?
So we
Remember-
can tell anecdotal stories about it.
We
but-
should remember Glenn when Hertz went to like 1 cent or something like that. And
I do remember that, but I remember you and man, who else was trying to? This
Jake,
is like
was it Jake? It was Jake.
Yeah,
It was
Jake
Jake.
was like 2020-ish, right?
oh,
Yeah.
our plan was to put our COVID money on that, and man, we were 2 days late, and it was just our COVID money would have been 10 grand. And me
Dang.
and Glenn were just like talking about it. I was like, bro, should we do it? Should we do it? And then Glenn's like, I don't have account. Like, I have account. Like, let's just dump it. Like, should I go? And then we just go like 100 each. And then like, I think we lost it.
This is some real behind the scenes, you guys.
Yeah.
I think it's just really difficult because like I don't know anything about that stuff. I think it's all interesting though. I would like to learn more about it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
running this resale business, I just don't have that time to. But
Yeah.
I don't know, like there's so many people that are doing well on these things that say crypto, stocks, and even like sports gambling.
Yeah.
Like since they're making it legal everywhere.
Yeah.
There's people that are doing well, and there's also lots of people that are not doing well.
That is accurate, I would say, from my viewpoint. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm definitely interested in it. I don't know. I guess I don't mind. I would give it 1 thumb up, 1 thumb down. So I'm in between.
Okay.
So
Well, we'll see if that comes back around. Even though all of the thumbs have outruled you already, because I still think there might be some value in just like recommending some stuff. Like we're not the resource, but we can recommend the resources that we listen to or like or whatever. And I only say that because as a topic idea itself, because the reason that I discovered I could sell like full time on eBay was from listening to a personal finance podcast where some resellers were interviewed on the podcast about their business / lifestyle of selling stuff on eBay. And I never would have done this had it not been for that. So there could be something really helpful kind of through the grapevine that way. But I thought that was a funny suggestion also. Like,
Yeah.
will you guys tell us about crypto? I'm like, huh? Yeah, which the next one is just equally as because it's just very broad. But the suggestion was just style and fashion.
oh, style and fashion.
Style and fashion.
I'm not really one to. Now that I think about it, it's kind of getting a little depressing too. I wear like the same stuff every day. That I'm starting to become more like Ken, to where they're just like, hey, throw on a black shirt,
Yeah.
go source, go work. Who cares what? Not necessarily who cares what you're wearing, but it is very true though what Ken had told me like years ago. With like a lot of business owners and stuff, like you normally do see them wearing the same things over and over again because they don't want to make that extra like
Decision
thought
every day.
of decision of what to wear.
Yeah.
And I'm at that point now, and not saying I like it. I wish I did wear some
Well,
better
and I
stuff,
think you
but-
could kind of like create and plan it a little bit.
Like have a
just,
capsule wardrobe.
Yeah, like
basically.
I've kind of like expanded now, but now I have like one pair of jeans, two pairs of different pants, and then just rotate as they get washed. And then now like I wear long sleeve, kind of just like adding variation to it. But yeah, generally it's just like black and olive. But it's definitely not making me think because that's all in my wardrobe now. It's way faster to get dressed and just be out the door.
So it sounds like you guys do want to talk about style and fashion.
Oh, we should. We should.
The thumbs are out
because
for this one?
no, we got some fashion taste too.
I'll give one thumb up, one thumb down.
Okay, that's fair.
We should do that because also too we could connect it to like just essential, and there's something to say with being, put together. Well put together. Like
Dressed
when
for
Glenn
success.
said like he's like there. It's not like he's just looking like a homeless dude, or like not trying to care.
Glenn ain't no schlub. Come
Yeah,
on.
you know what I'm saying? Because think about all those rich people. Like they, the right fit. Nothing
Tailored.
Skinny
It's
jeans,
all tailored.
Like
Skinny jeans. Don't hate on skinny jeans.
no. On Glenn. I said on Glenn.
Glenn, you never wore skinny jeans?
Well, he has
maybe in my
everything skinny
emo
on him.
days.
Yeah, come on.
Everything's
That's what
skinny
I'm
on
thinking.
him because the guy's skinny.
Yeah, that's what it is. Skinny jeans
Like,
is like regular
if you
jeans
put
on
Glenn
you.
on a wide leg, oh man, it'd
He's
be
drowning.
retro.
He's
It'd be
drowning.
retro.
I'd
Yeah.
be drowning, yeah.
That's how my husband is too. I totally get it. Okay, well, I guess I'm putting a pin in that one. That got more of a positive response than I expected, to be honest. But I also have in mind, I'm not going to tell you by thumbs, but if we do that as a topic, I have another angle that I think might be interesting. So I'll just leave that right there. Moving on to the next one, how to make a listing that stands out, or what to do when another seller plagiarizes your listing. Like, and I'm assuming that the way that generally happens is sell similar and reuse the photos, right? Like, people are like, this is a top-notch listing. I'm just going to take the whole thing.
Because
Then undercut you.
Yeah, that's what I did. I was actually
Stop it.
I was checking comps, and then I was like, why did we sell this cheap, babe? And then she's like, I never priced it that low. And she started looking at our own our like inventory. It's like, wait, we still have it in store.
Here it is.
And we
Oh,
click
no.
it, and the dude just undercut us by 35 with our own photo.
Oh, disgusting.
And I'm like, bro, like
Disgusting.
undercut me by $1, and it becomes competition. Like by 35, I was like, I feel bad for you at this point, and just disgusted because like you're a plagiarizer and a fool. A fool.
A plagiarizer and a fool. That's going to be the t-shirt this year. A plagiarizer and a fool.
Well, I don't think eBay can really do anything about it. And so, I mean, we could talk about it, but in the end, I really don't know what that solution would be. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you did like a
That's not-
watermark on every single photo, which
It's
Just
obnoxious.
slow your process so nobody could copy you. Like, no, forget that.
But not only that,
I bet at
it's a
some
lot of
point we
work.
could talk about making your listing stand out, but probably not as an entire hour-long episode.
Oh, Anna has some tips on how to make your listing stand out. Now she takes photos of shoes.
I do. Oh
we
my gosh,
cannot
you
talk
guys.
about it. We cannot talk about it because
It's
we're
so
gonna
funny,
out.
though.
No, it's
I don't
terrible.
care. I have no
It's
shame.
terrible. It's terrible.
Ken hates.
I
hates
hate
this, he hates
it.
this one way that I photograph shoes. And so
It
now,
is so bad.
So now
It
every
is so
time,
bad.
Whenever I take that shot, I always just send it to him.
I'm
to
just
bother him.
gonna lowball her. I'm just
Glenn-
gonna send her $1
Glenn, I'll show you
offer if I
later.
see it again.
okay.
But we're not gonna talk about it because we cannot have other people just wanna
Be like me.
and make me mad and make
Yeah.
me like.
Ken would like lose his mind if everyone started doing this.
I
so
know.
Don't do it, but
And because Anna, that could be your competitive advantage.
it might be, and that's why I'm still doing it.
You're like
Ken.
you're attracting the non-disgusted
weirdos.
people.
Yeah, it's to my fellow weirdos. No, it is really funny though that you hate it so much. So that's maybe probably not going to make it just
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's not
we can
enough.
just do-
It's
we
not
can
enough
just-
for a whole topic. But
yeah, we could just do like best listing practices or
Yeah.
something like that. But
good
that's,
question though. Okay, we're on to our 10th one. I'm not sure how many we're going to do, but we're at 10 just to gauge where we are. What do you guys think about this? I'm just going to read it exactly as it was posited to us. So, top 10 American-made household brands to buy from in areas of quality, availability, and affordability.
Yeah.
Whoa.
American made that's affordable.
Yes.
Those two things don't go together. Would you agree, Glenn?
Yeah, I agree. That's really
Unless
good for
they're
that.
like cookies from your neighbor.
Well, it says quality, availability, and affordability last. So maybe that's a little nod to the fact that affordability can't be the main factor.
Yeah, affordability and availability don't go together that well if you want quality.
Pick your battles.
Ooh, you gotta pick your battle.
Yeah.
I thought this was
that's-
interesting. It's not really what we talk about. Like, my first question was like, is this about inventory for inventory purposes or for like general consumer,
Yeah.
advice? Like, what do you guys think the spirit of that question is?
Maybe like they're trying to resell like or find something that's American made that could be flipped for a lot, but it's hard to source it because the quantity. I mean, they usually don't go clearance because their cost is higher. So, as a reseller, I'd be hard pressed to find those unless you know like mom and pop making soap in really low cost, like kind of like those boutique style products, but the demand won't be that high because there's no branding.
Right. Like people don't know to search
yeah.
for it, especially on like our type of
Yeah,
platforms.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what are our thumbs looking like for this one?
Down.
Probably down.
Well, in that case, the next one is personalizing the selling experience to encourage repeat business.
How personalized can you get as an eBay seller?
That's a question.
I would say that could be a subtopic on best
Yeah.
practices under customer service.
Yeah. Subtopic.
Subtopic. See,
Yeah.
we're building subtopics.
Yeah.
So thumbs up. But
Yeah.
like
Topic tiers.
specifically for a subtopic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is a little specific, but I feel like it can be interpreted more broadly. When is something better sold on Facebook Marketplace over your typical online platforms where you ship?
Unless it's huge and you don't want to ship it. Done.
Yeah. I don't got time for that. I don't got time for people coming in late, moving it, and flaking on me.
Oh my gosh,
I already
right?
hate unpaid items on eBay. Imagine having to like have people like, oh, I'll take it. Oh, I don't. Oh, will you take less? Like,
That's why you just
no,
have
you-
them pay you to hold it.
nope. I don't got time for that.
Nope. Yeah, I feel like I was just telling John the other day, like, I hate using Facebook Marketplace, honestly, like, personally. But
think-
we have found some of our favorite things ever, especially furniture, on Marketplace for
To
so
buy,
cheap.
I think it's great. To
Yes,
buy,
but I
to
still
buy,
hate it.
yeah.
I still hate it, but I have to do it anyway
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, it's undeniable the great stuff we've gotten. So
yeah, it's too
I
cheap.
can't
It's too
stay
cheap,
away,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
even though I hate it. Sounds really unhealthy. Okay, so we're putting our thumbs down for that one, I guess, because Glenn just ended it. So he's like, done. Okay, next one is tips for new resellers or how to begin, which is something that we have sort of talked about, but was never really part of the heart and soul of our kind of mission because we feel like there's a lot more content out there for new people, right?
I would say we should talk about it. Double thumbs up, and we create a seller club. Best practices for beginners that will just trump everybody's advice. Bang. Even the old hustler hacks, how to sell on eBay. Because remember that, Glenn? When they did my eBay seller spotlight, they used Glenn And Glenn's like, top 5 tips to do and he's got a mohawk with
as a new eBay seller in 2014.
something like that. Yeah.
2014.
Yeah, he was like, I think he was right next to a wall. It was like an outside wall, I think, right? I think you were outside. I think that was your Mad Chip Kicks background or something like that.
Something.
Yeah. Yeah, so we could refresh.
We need to update it from
yeah, we need to update
2014.
that. We need to update that. So thumbs up for that one.
We're 11 years behind.
And then if they start like asking, we just send them that link. Actually, I might just put it on a QR code. It's like, here. Oh, hey, how can I sell on eBay? Like, here, QR code.
We'll go back to the video and see if some of those are even still good.
Oh, we should dissect it. We should dissect it.
We could critique the.
We should do that.
Old content.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
Is it still relevant?
Yeah. I think a lot of them are. Your advisor have been always solid. It's not dated. Besides the person, the advice is not dated. Glenn's the only one that gets dated. The advice didn't.
All right, that's a good one.
Okay, so we've generally got some thumbs up for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think I'm deciding right now. I'm gonna give you guys 2 more for this episode. That'll take us to 15 that we have thrown thumbs for. Not throwing hands, just thumbs. It's all good. Okay, so the next one is a customer service episode sharing funny or strange stories.
Thumbs down. I don't got time for that.
Oh.
Ken is over here
Customer
acting like he
service.
doesn't like to tell stories. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me right now?
Are you kidding me right now?
Subtopic.
Let me think, Glenn. Do you
think
have
what
an
makes it
arsenal
hard-
of stories?
I mean, I guess we just don't really have any. Would you have really good ones to say?
I have a couple of good ones.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I have 2 like go-to good ones that I've told a lot of times.
Yeah. I don't have go-tos.
Okay.
Well, I just had to wrap a birthday present the other time, and I was just kind of salty because it was a $20 item.
Oh no, no sir.
Next
You're
time
like,
I'm just
why did I offer to
I'm
wrap
gonna
it?
add a buy it now, personalized wrapping and note, because some people
Well,
ask
wasn't
to-
there like something where your fees were little to nothing if you had a personalization in your listing for a while? I don't know if that's still a thing, but I
didn't know
feel like
that.
people were doing that as a way to like get lower fees on their listings.
to
I don't know if
circumvent-
that's still a thing.
Yeah.
But don't quote me on it. I don't remember the details at all. But
subtopic.
okay, maybe a subtopic. I
Yeah,
also think
sub.
that could be a very interesting topic where we get other sellers to call in and share their story. You know, like it doesn't just have to be our gum
Let's
slapping
do
the
that
whole
when we
time.
ran out of better ideas to talk
Other
about.
ideas.
Put it on the
so
bottom of
terrible.
the topic list, just in case we wake up one day and we're just exhausted and don't have anything to talk about.
Yes. Okay, noted. There's like a very half-hearted quarter of a thumb from Ken. What about
it's
you,
like
Glenn?
it's just thumbnail clippings.
Ew. No, thank you.
No, thank
Veto. Okay, last one. I'm just going to leave that one there. The last one I thought was interesting. I thought all of these were interesting to an extent. That's why they made the list. But the last one is content aimed towards college students.
I think that's a good one. That's a good one.
That is a good one, but is the conversion high enough? Or are they even thinking about trying to make money?
True.
Oh. I think that's a good topic. I think that is a good topic because
I have enough thoughts about it off the rip that I think we could have a good discussion about it.
Yeah. Because I could be the nay, you know, and Glenn would be the yay. I could be the nay because I'm like, nah, these college kids are stinkers. They could care less. They watch football games. They go party and don't do anything productive. So, prove me wrong, because I went to college and I went to university and I was in a business department, and nobody was running a business or
Yeah.
trying to run a business or trying to get money. Everybody was just living off parents' money. So
Okay, we'll definitely have to talk about this because I think
let's talk about it.
I think
'cause
we
I
do
got the
have
bone
some
to pick with
good
everyone.
lots of perspectives, different experiences, right? We've all
Yeah.
probably had a very different experience.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
But also, like, I really love the idea of the college kid who is trying to think outside the box, right?
Yeah.
And who maybe
100%.
is
I-
like trying to get ahead while they're still.
I
studying.
think I would say I'm not gonna talk about it because that's gonna be the
Okay,
topic.
don't say it.
I'm not
Keep
gonna
it to yourself for now.
Yeah. So make sure you come back and listen to it.
Yeah.
Well, I told my parents I wanted to quit college to sell on eBay, and so
How'd that
Didn't
go?
well.
we'll
Did
say
it
that
go
one
well?
for the story.
Oh, I like
For
that.
the-
I like that. I kept stopping. It took me 7 years to finish a 4-year degree,
Oh,
and in our culture that was a big no.
yeah.
Ken, it took me 3 years to finish 2 4-year degrees.
Well, a perspective.
If you average us
No,
together.
no. A perfect contrast of what college here is in
Yeah.
the Philippines.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Because
Okay,
I
we'll
think-
have to talk
Yeah.
about it. We have
No,
to save
we're
it.
gonna
gotta
have
save
to
it.
talk
Gotta save
about it because I'm gonna spit out some fire takes.
Okay, great. Well, we may have to do that one sooner than later. in
Yeah,
that
yeah, we
case.
have to.
But yeah. So this was my attempt at a Hustler Hacks edition episode where I sprung this topic of topics on you guys. But I also think I really like the interactive brainstorm kind of element of
Yeah.
talking about this stuff because it's a little bit of like inside baseball, making a podcast, right? But also
sure.
it's just probably got some people's wheels turning, and maybe there's some other topics that will come out of these ideas.
Yeah.
And you know, if you're listening to this and you have a great idea for a topic, please send it in. Like,
Oh yeah.
we do actually love to talk about stuff that gets generated from those kind of conversations, and these are all scraped from the comments of our giveaway, but people had some really interesting ideas, and you know, we love to talk to each other, but it's not all about that.
Yep.
We want to interact with the whole community and hear what you guys want to hear about. So
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'll
at
same
least
sentiment.
some of what you guys want to hear about.
No, same sentiment
Not
here. Well, yeah, but before we go, Glenn, anything else? Give us some encouragement for people that are in January. For those people that are hitting it hard, and the other people that are not hitting it hard yet. Give us your wisdom.
So
Well,
the
what
people
I'm-
who are going out and getting it, and the people who are gonna be going out and getting
Yes.
it. Okay,
yes,
got
yes.
it.
Well, for the ones that aren't going out and getting it, I hope you're focusing on your foundation of the business.
Per
Basics, the basics.
The basics so that the year can run smoother. So, you know,
good.
when you're saying summer is slow, it wouldn't be slow because you've focused on everything, whether that's catching up on listings, getting like, I don't know, your time right, you know, focusing on these things so that everything else just runs so much smoother throughout the year. That's a good one. For those that are going out and getting it right now, keep what you're doing and try to figure out how you can add just like a little bit more. Maybe 3-5 more items, whether it's listing them, selling them, sourcing them.
Okay.
That little boost, a little bit
Little.
more and more.
A little incremental increase.
Yeah, because you're already going out and getting it,
Yeah.
but slight little improvements.
Right.
You're just gonna see it explode.
Oh, I like that. Like, go to one more store.
One more
Maybe.
store.
I accept that, Glenn. I'm going out and getting it, and I receive that. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. A really wonderful and interesting style of topic today, and you should thank you to Anna for bringing that here, and
You're
also
welcome.
thank you for everybody that's listening in this podcast. And we want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor, eBay and Seller Ledger. Make sure you follow them on Instagram at eBay for Sellers and Seller Ledger as well. And we will see you on the next episode. Peace.
See you.
Bye.